Guess what time it is?
It's time for
Good morning, entrepreneurs.
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 Good morning, freaking fabulous entrepreneurs.
Good morning, entrepreneurs.
Good morning, entrepreneurs.
G'day and good morning, entrepreneurs.
Good morning, entrepreneurs.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Good Morning Entrepreneurs. I am the freaking fabulous Cat Corado, and this is a show created for and produced by entrepreneurs. It's a safe place to ask questions and to feel like you're part of a team while building your business and having the life you desire. I am thrilled to introduce you to our hosts, Kim White and Kerry Zarb. Kim is the founder and fierce leader of the My Sexy Business team. She helps you to have a business that you own, but it doesn't own you. Kerry is the founder of Zinc Business Solutions that helps you understand your business finances and what you spend on recurring subscriptions every month. So help me give a warm welcome to Kim and Kerry.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Kim.
Good morning, Kerry. Good morning, all you entrepreneurs out there.
We're so excited for today's show, as always, because we're always excited, Kim, aren't we?
Always. We're always excited. Sorry, y'all.
Yeah. Sorry, not sorry, because we can't help it. So, Kim, we are here this amazing Friday. So we want to welcome everyone to Good Morning Entrepreneurs because this is live stream number 35. And Kim, I know you need to tell us who this show is for.
You know, Kerry, I love that we get the opportunity to say this because we want to frame the show properly. This show is definitely for all you entrepreneurs out there who are thinking you can't do something. This is for you to show living proof. Messy is beautiful. We're coming from our kitchens, our offices, our living rooms, all over the place, out on the streets even. We have some roving reporters that have been out on the streets doing segments. So we want everyone to feel like they can do the things that we're doing also, Kerry, and to be encouraged, motivated, inspired, all the words. And I am extra this morning, Kerry.
That's about normal, Kim, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, Kim, I'm going to ask you if you have a coffee mug this morning.
I do, Kerry, and I'm going to laugh because it's not dirty, y'all. That's ginger all over the top part of my coffee cup because I put ginger in my coffee and it looks gross, but oh, it tastes so good, Kerry. And it's my Reed Drummond Pioneer Woman coffee mug.
Oh, very nice. And I might have a little mug today, Kim.
I love him.
Isn't he cute? He's so cute.
He's so cute. Kerry has a little fetish about those minions, just saying.
I do. This one holds my little headphones. He sits here and he looks at me like kind of strange, like, what are you doing that to me for? Every day, all day, every day. Well, Kim, we need to get stuck into today's show because we better head over to our first segment, which is called Entrepreneur Land. And Kim, today's theme of the show is making decisions. We all have to decide what path to take in our businesses, and we need to handle the stress, and sometimes we need to even make decisions when it's time to pivot. So today's show really encompasses all of these topics.
So, Kerry, speaking of making decisions, let's answer a question we received. We've received a lot of questions, y'all, but we are trying really hard to methodically get them answered. What is the first step you feel an entrepreneur should take when wanting to start their own business, Kerry?
Ooh, that's a good question, Kim. I would have to say I think it's about maybe looking at a bit of a plan or a map for your business and perhaps what you want it to look like for your clients and for yourself, Kim.
Oh my goodness, Carrie. And I think the first step, whenever you're talking about mapping is a very important step because that's a way to give you confidence, I think, in being able to follow a plan to get what you want. And I think knowing what you want is pretty important, Carrie.
I agree, Kim, and I think we need to make another decision because we have to talk about some fun up and coming holidays, don't you think?
I think so too, Carrie.
Awesome. So this coming Tuesday, October 31st, is Halloween, which is exciting. And did you know, Kim, it's also World Savings Day?
Oh, wow, Carrie. So we want to celebrate all the ways we dress up. How's that? We dress up for our clients and customers for Halloween. And we want to celebrate you, Kerry Zarb, the Money Barista, because you've helped with this whole community's business finances. And I just want to say this number out loud again because I spilled the beans earlier when I wasn't supposed to. Now I want to say it because I can, and I know I have permission. But you've helped this community save over $116,000 so far. So I want to give a huge nod to you. That is a World Savings Day that our community can celebrate. Lovely, lovely.
And Kim, let me clarify, I'm clapping for the savings because that money in everyone's bank accounts is amazing and everyone's done so much work to save that money. So thank you. And Kim, also Wednesday, November 1st is World Vegan Day, and we want to celebrate you and your sweet husband because you guys have been vegan for, let me see, there's a number here, 1,396 days. And when it's the holiday on the 1st of November, you'll hit 1,401 days. Ooh.
So I have to confess something really quickly, Carrie. Adam asked me how many days we had been plant-based, and he kind of tricked me because I didn't realize that that day was coming up. So thank you for saying that, and thank you, Adam, for acknowledging it. Not everybody wants to hear my excitement about it, but I'm super excited, Carrie.
Oh, Kim, I think it's amazing and it shows your dedication as well as your sweet husband. So, yes. And also on Wednesday, November 1st, it's National Authors Day. So we'd like to take a moment to celebrate all the published authors in this community, Kim. Oh, I see that bug. I see that bug.
I have a mosquito flying around my head. I'm so sorry. And now I'm like, whoa! We have a lot of published authors in our community, and apparently we have a mosquito in here too. Sorry. but
the mosquito wants to be a published author. He knew.
Yep. Oh, well, he's not going to get a chance if I have opportunity, just saying. But look how many we do have, Carrie, around us. All of the authors that we have that they're just coming in right and left. We had a new one last night. We had one a few days ago. So it's very exciting. Congratulations to all of you. And I hope you all take a moment on the 1st to celebrate yourself for the things you've accomplished with publishing.
And Kim, can I just throw this out there for anyone tuning in as to why we announce these holidays is so that we do all have the opportunity to celebrate these small things that come our way and these national holidays or international holidays that we see coming across the calendar, because we know what it's like as entrepreneurs. We're running really fast and we don't often take that time to celebrate our accomplishments. So that is one of the reasons why we bring the holidays to every single show.
We want to celebrate you.
Exactly. So, Kim, let's head over to our first roving reporter because we have our segment about helping entrepreneurs be findable online. Denise Millay, a findability queen, tech simplifier, game show host, published author, website builder, founder of M Media Group and GME roving reporter.
Thanks, Kim and Kerry. Good morning, entrepreneurs. Today we are talking about the spoken word or spoken words versus written words, right? We want to understand the language we use when we engage with others. Is it the same language that we use when we write? No, right? So when we form sentences deliberately in our minds for the purpose of writing, the language is more formal, more organized. You think in subjects and verbs and action, and you end the sentence with, we have this thing in our minds that uses grammar and puts words together because we've been trained to do it. When we speak words, it conveys more meaning because we are in the style of discussion. There's body language involved, there's expression, there's also, we shorten words and we eliminate articles, and we do all these things in the spoken word language that we wouldn't do if we were writing on a keyboard. So when we use voice search on our phones, we could use a different language completely than if we type, right? Like ask a full question or a shortened one. And I have to be honest, I don't know about you, but I hate to type on my phone. My fingers always hit the wrong ones. There's autocorrect. I'm always backspacing. It's a nightmare. So I'm going to use voice search as often as possible. And your customers could be in the same mindset. And if they're typing on a laptop, they don't want to try a million times to find what they're looking for. So help them by thinking it through and thinking about what words they'll use or what questions they'll ask when they sit down to a search engine. It'll help you to think about where they're coming from and how they're forming their words, because words matter in the end, and that is our connector to our customer or client in search engines. We do this because we want you to be findable. If they can't find you, they can't do business with you. Back to you, Kim and Kerry.
Thank you, Denise. Oh my goodness, Kim, can I confess straight up that I never thought about the whole voice searching? I'm the person with all the fat thumbs and the autocorrect having a hard time. Oh my goodness.
So, Kerry, I giggle because I have a different language that I speak, but that's what I do a lot of times is I will put it into voice search of what I'm looking for. And just knowing that that's a different kind of keyword, how powerful is that?
Oh, it's blown my mind, Kim. Denise has brought it today, and talk about stripping away some decision making with my thumbs. Yay.
Love that connection, Kerry. We do want to remind everybody, because Denise is super fun. We call her the findability queen because she's helped all of us be more findable. She hosts a virtual scavenger hunt. I'll get my words right. And it's this Wednesday evening and Thursday afternoon here, where you can go and learn more about keywords, but you don't even know you're learning about them, Kerry. You're like having a good time. And she really makes the point of what a keyword looks like. It is amazing. So Wednesday, November 1st, 7 p.m. Central, and Thursday, November 2nd, 2 p.m. Central, two different chances to go to the party. And I will say, Kerry Zarb, I will be at the Thursday because I want to know more.
Well, Kim, you cover the Thursday. I'll be at the Wednesday, time zone wise. We've got it sorted, and I'm looking forward to the fun, Kim. Yes.
Kerry, it does have a cost. It costs you your email so she can send you the Zoom link. Let me just make it very clear.
Perfect. So, Kim, let's go to our next roving reporter, because we have our segment for Mama Entrepreneurs.
Jill Polish is the founder of Mama Outspoken, executive team leader, postpartum awareness advocate, vision board party host, event coordinator, podcast host, GME associate producer, and a roving reporter.
Thanks, Kerry and Kim. I was never one to do vision boards growing up. I remember trying in the past as in high school, but it wasn't so common because I didn't have a whole lot of magazines to do it. So I'd have to go to a friend's house to do them. So I never really got the point of them either. But when I met Kim and she introduced them to me, I started to understand a little bit more. But to be completely transparent, I am still learning about their power in my own life. I was just looking back at my first vision board that I made almost 2 years ago. Originally, I thought I had just thrown it together, but really it was just unfinished. I had way too much stuff on it, which made it very cluttered and hard to understand. I did include life and business goals and aspirations, but my milestones were way too general. I also kept it virtual, saved it on my computer desktop, easily forgettable, constantly hidden by tons of open windows. But in finally comparing the two, I could see the clarity I got from working towards those things on that board that year. Some images stayed to be carried through to the next year. Some came off completely, no longer a part of my adventure, and others shifted, focusing in deeper on my goals. I finally printed it out after fellow roving reporter Adam Rothenberg said he printed his and kept it above his desk. Now I see it frequently. I can easily grab it and bring it to sticky note time with me to keep my mind on my vision. And it lives behind my monitor. So when I sit down at the computer, it's in just enough of a view that I can be seeing it, but not distracted by it. And those images and words end up being like little cheerleaders as I show up each day. When we're making moves in our lives, we are constantly achieving goals and getting clearer on our destination. Those goals depicted on our vision boards may need some changes as we go along. And a quarterly check-in to help us not feel so intimidated by our audacious aspirations are the perfect thing to start applying for yourself. Back to you, Carrie and Kim.
Thank you, Jill. Oh, I love this, Kim. I love this.
I love the cheerleaders, Carrie. I think that's the cutest thing, thinking about when you look at your board is cheering you on. Exactly, Carrie. And our beautiful Jillo is hosting a vision board party this Monday, October 30th at 6 p.m. Central. I know this may be last minute for some people that are hearing it, but everyone's welcome. It'll be virtual. It'll be on Zoom. Like it is going to be so much fun. I'm going to be updating mine and sharing some of the things that are actually completed on my last one, which is very exciting. I think that's part of the power of this party is we have fun and we share. So
and Kim, I'm looking forward to it because it'll be my first. So I will be creating a brand new vision board. I want to see what everyone's I've got the FOMO, Kim. I've got the FOMO of the vision board. So I need to be there and definitely get a vision board happening. And I have the perfect place to put it as well. So so excited.
I just giggle, Carrie. You've run around with me this long, and this is the first one. It's just funny. It's funny to even hear out loud. I'm like, how could you not already have one? And it's true. It is absolutely true.
Exactly. You are tuning into Good Morning Entrepreneurs. We will be back in 1 minute after this quick commercial.
Do you remember making vision boards, getting a bunch of magazines and cutting out all the pretty images and headings? Do you remember feeling the drive after doing that and wanting to work so badly on obtaining all those things? I'm Jill Olish, the executive leader of the My Sexy Business team and host of our vision board parties. Vision boards are a powerful tool we use to help create the life we want. We can make our dreams our reality. And now we are bringing the fun to the community. You are invited to join us for our next vision board party. Whether this is your first time or you're due for an update, we will be working on updating our own vision boards and celebrating some of our wins from the quarter too. Bring your goals, aspirations, imagination, and snacks to create the visual roadmap to your dream life. RSVP with your email for the Zoom link at mysexybusiness.com.
Welcome back and thank you for being here with us on this awesome Friday. We have more show ahead and plenty of great segments for entrepreneurs, and today's common theme is making decisions. And Kim, great commercial for the vision board party.
You know, I have to laugh and tell you, it always shocks me when I see it though, because this show came about from the vision board. And if you saw it on the commercial, or if you didn't, look for it next time, because there's a little screen on there that actually came to life and you're witnessing that show right now. So I think that's a pretty good living proof, Carrie, for those who are listening. If you're an entrepreneur, please be paying attention because you don't have to be perfect. Get started, get moving.
Love it, Kim. And let's make a decision to go to our next roving reporter because we have our segment for entrepreneurs later in life.
Yvonne Marchese, age agitator, podcast host, community builder, branding photographer, published author, event speaker, and GME roving reporter.
Thanks, Kim and Carrie. This is Yvonne Marchese coming to you as a roving reporter for Good Morning Entrepreneurs. I'm your resident age agitator, here to talk about midlife entrepreneurship. And today I have with me two very special ladies. I've got Wendy Parati and Dana Hilmer of Camp Reinvention. They have formed a partnership to develop a program for midlife women to help them reinvent themselves. But they started in one place and have since made changes to their program based on having started. So I want to ask you each a quick question. Dana, what is the best way for an entrepreneur coming in midlife? I mean, is it a straight line? How do you get through the challenges?
There is no straight line. You are learning as you go. And I think you need to take on an experimenter mindset. Right? Like you try one thing and you assess, is this working? Is it not? What could we do better? Honestly, I think the tendency is people feel like they need to create the big, huge plan. They've got everything in place. They're totally bulletproof. And then they'll start. And then not surprisingly, nobody starts, right? With that attitude. And so you need to start before you're ready. And I have to say, when Wendy and I pivoted from the in-person retreat, we pivoted online because of COVID. If we insisted on knowing everything there was to know about sales funnels and learning platforms and social media and all that stuff before we started, we never would have started. And it's getting yourself in motion and trusting, honestly, that you will indeed figure it out as you go along.
Love it. And Wendy, how about for you? What has been the thing that you've learned through this process?
I think the most important thing for us is to push past fear. Everybody's got that voice in their head that says, don't do it. It's scary. Something bad's going to happen. You're going to fail. By just listening to that voice and not trying to shut it down or not trying to slap a little happy face sticker on it and pretending that it's all okay, even though you're afraid, but just listening to that voice and saying, I hear you, but it's okay. I recognize that even though it's scary, I still want this and I'm going to do it anyway.
Love it. Thank you guys so much. That is all for now. Back to you, Kim and Carrie.
Thanks, Yvonne and Wendy and Dana as well.
Well, I have to tell you, Carrie, I was just at Yvonne's networking event. I think it was 2 weeks ago. And I was actually in a breakout room with Dana. So that was the first time I had met her. But I think that what they're saying is amazing. I love the get started before you're ready and pushing past the fear. Like that was their advice that I took away from what they said in this interview. And our president of the Age Agitators Club, Yvonne, I think she is an amazing human. If you want to hang out with, if you're a midlife woman and you want to hang out with rock stars, and that was in Yvonne's voice. If you want to hang out with them, check her out. Go and connect with her because she will let you come in for a month and check it out and be part of the. I'm a card carrying member, Carrie, of the Age Agitators Club.
Oh, where do we get these cards, Kim?
I don't know, but Yvonne, now you're put on the spot. You got to get us cards, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I want to go to our next roving reporter, Carrie, who is live in the studio with us. It is the Money Barista, Kerry Zarb, and we do have an interview that I just have to say out loud, Carrie. I tried to fix it. I messed it up worse. So y'all just hear me stutter and just know that it's awkward because it's all me being messy. Kerry Zarb is a rock star podcaster, brilliant entrepreneur, director of Zinc Business Solutions, cover girl, mastermind leader, financial designer, founder of the Biz Beans Club, and GME roving reporter. Let me introduce you to Kerry Zarb, the Money Barista. In her famous words, let's go, it's coffee time. She also says happy biz beans to you because she's a financial guru. She hosts the podcast, the Money Barista podcast. She has the Money Barista savings tool that she created and has saved over $100,000 for the community. She also is the leader of the Money Barista Club, where she helps everybody get in control of their finances. And she's the author of the Money Barista book. It all things money and coffee. She loves beans of all kinds. So it would make us so happy if you would help us wish our Kerry Zarb a happy birthday. Happy birthday, Kerry! So, happy birthday for the second week in a row, Kerry. Let me just say that. Y'all have to know Kerry has a birthday month, and it's not acceptable to have only one birthday day. It's a whole month. Her birthday fell between last week's GME show and this week. So we picked to do both. How's that, Kerry?
Love it. Love it. It's still birthday month, so it still counts.
And in her birthday month, let me just say, not only did she rebrand, but check out this book, y'all. Her book is out there and live. Kerry, I don't want to disrupt your segment, but I have to say I am so proud of you.
Well, Kim, I may have a couple of copies now too, and it's like so real you can touch it. Like you can touch it, you can, as our Donna, we can pat it, and my favourite part, you can smell it.
So, Kerry, I want to smell the coffee because you're all about beans. You are in the virtual cafe when you are talking all things business finances. What do you have to bring to us today, Kerry Zarb?
Well, Kim, it didn't actually take a lot of thought when we're talking about making decisions. Well, we can actually make decisions with our business finances. So just that little bit of control that we can have. And this is a process. This is something that people can work towards so that their beans actually speak to them so they can make good decisions with their money in their business. So, Kim, I thought with today's common theme of making decisions, it was only right to bring that to the table.
Kerry, I love that you tied these two together because you talk all the time about the calmness of having a cup of coffee. Let me say that, going with being in control of our finances. And you make that happen. You are the one that has helped so many of us start to get a handle on things that we were scared of before. So what could you say to someone who's listening right now that they are wanting to make some good decisions and start getting in control? What would you say to them, Kerry?
Well, Kim, yes, I am completely addicted to coffee and the beans. And naturally, we have that opportunity to actually sit down sometimes and just look at the numbers. And it's not necessarily that don't feel like you're not smart enough, don't feel like you need the big degree on the wall in the financial space, but just by looking at them, you can start to take it in. Kim, I've shared with you in other spaces that I was a sponge for so long, getting to understand the numbers, and this is where everybody can be at their own pace. There's no time limit to this. You can slowly start to adopt the business finances for yourself at your own pace just by looking and watching and seeing where they're going, and start to get a bit of a handle on that for yourself and make sure that you can get to that point where it does make sense, but it takes time. and it's a slow process. And I don't want anyone to rush this process, Kim, because it is a journey. Like all of our business is one big journey, and it's got these little strands to it, and the business finances are a key part of that as well.
Well, Carrie, I know that I have been spending a lot of time with you and learning from you in the virtual cafe. I think can we go to the commercial, because we believe in sponsoring our own selves, but this commercial I want to say out loud before we play it. This is the podcast that Carrie's been doing for over 3 years. Like, this has been going on a long time, and it's been rebranded, and it's the same awesome information with a new name. So when you see this commercial, she says the old name, but Carrie, it has the new picture in there just to make sure everybody knows.
Do you struggle to understand your business finances? Are you sick of not being able to keep up with the beans in your business? Tune in to the Simply Biz Beans podcast for weekly coffee combos about business finances. This is where coffee meets money. Hosted by Kerry Zarb and Kim White in the virtual cafe, we invite you to join us at our table with your favourite brew, because we understand your finances are as private as your underwear. This is why we share these personal conversations with you, so that you can get in control of your business finances. We chat about the real issues we've faced with our flippin' digits and discuss everything in a simple way to help you on your Biz Beans journey. As Princess Kim would say, buckle up, and I'll say, come on, let's go, it's coffee time. Catch the Simply Biz Beans podcast on your favourite podcast channel today.
Oh, so good, Kim. Thank you.
So, Carrie, can we just say out loud again that the podcast is the same? The name has changed, and we want to make sure everybody knows to keep listening. You've already had a bazillion downloads and a bazillion listeners, and I think it's important to note every entrepreneur who is not in love with their business finances can learn from you immensely.
And Kim, I want to go back to Von, Wendy, and Dana, because they were talking about how we just need to get going and strip away the fear. I would normally cringe at that commercial because the wrong name, the wrong audio, all the things, but this is part of the journey of the rebrand. Not everything's done yet, and it's still a work in progress, and that's one thing that's on the list this weekend. So there you go, little level up for Kerry coming down the pipe.
I love that you are transparent about it, Carrie. And this show, can we just say this again? This show is for that reason. We want you all to take note that you don't have to be perfect at what you're doing to make a lot of traction.
Absolutely. Thank you, Kim. And Kim, I think it's time to head over to our next roving reporter, because we have a segment about surprise and delight marketing.
Donna Bender is a certified givologist, branded product specialist, corporate marketing trainer, creator of The Giving Plan, show host, published author, and GME roving reporter.
Thanks, Kim and Carrie. Today's Surprise and Delight marketing segment is on Are You Thanking All the Right People? Last Tuesday in the My Sexy Business House on Clubhouse, I led the conversation on who should be on your gift list. And I want to share a great story that happened to me on Friday that illustrates how important that list can be. When people ask me who should be part of their giving plan, I always say that besides clients, you should be thanking your spheres of influence. People that might not be purchasing your product or service, someone who could be a good synergy partner or someone who can collaborate with. Think of mentors or business people or professors. It could be an executive assistant to your client. And by acknowledging members of this specific group of people when they least expect it, you become more referable. And as you may have guessed by now, I love giving gifts. And over the years, the companies change, the people change, and that's why it's so important to maintain relationships. I have been working with one client since 2006. And when COVID hit, The trips they were creating to show appreciation to their clients came to a screeching halt. However, even during that time, I felt it was so important to thank my clients for still honoring their invoices and remaining loyal. And so when a few junior marketing people joined their team, I wanted them to feel included, and I gave them a thank you gift as well. So fast forward to 2023, and that assistant marketing manager is now the marketing manager and still mentions the gifts I have given her. Here's the bonus. Over the past 5 months, we have been developing new products for them, and the management team loves them so much that on Friday, I received an email from another department in the company. She received my name from the marketing manager I currently work with, and now she wants to place an order as well. And she asked me if I could help her. And of course I said, hey, I'm just kidding. By putting a giving plan in place and acknowledging your client, showing appreciation, thanking your people in your orbit that you would never imagine would refer business to you, these are all important people to nurture and build long-lasting relationships with. Yes, by giving, you will build a successful business. Back to you, Kim and Kerry.
Thank you, Donna. Oh my goodness. I think Donna's onto something.
I think we should say we are thanking Donna because we know she's the right people. That's what I want to say.
Yeah.
So making choices to give is something really important, Carrie. And I think it's very, I think everyone should know this part. Donna didn't just come up with this and start doing this last week. Donna's been doing this for almost 2 decades, and it's worked the whole time. It's worked through the pandemic. It's worked through ups and downs in the marketplace. It's worked like continuously. So she is definitely, I will call her our secret weapon. And she wants to invite everyone to her monthly show and tell. She's got a lot of new products to share. No obligation to buy. Let me be very clear. She is so generous. She is giving. Imagine that, a giveologist giving. The information and ideas next week, October 31st, Halloween, 1 p.m. Central. She will be sharing all kinds of things on a Zoom with all of us. But can I just say this, Carrie? Even if I wasn't going, and I am, I want to see the branded products, I want to see the gifts. I would go just to see what Donna was up to for Halloween because Donna is so fun. She is somebody who she brings it. She brings it in a fun way. So I can't wait, Carrie.
Oh, Kim, I agree. Donna is so much fun. And seriously, like if you just want to have a giggle and spend some time with some good people, Donna brings it. She brings an amazing show and tell every month, Kim. I feel like it's just about every month. And yeah, and all the products. But Donna's just a delight to hang out with. So I agree, Kim.
So costumes are encouraged is what I'm hearing.
Ooh,
Like,
yes.
you want to come dressed up, but come and learn about branded products and giving just as we're going into the holiday season, Carrie.
Oh, perfect timing, Kim. Absolutely. So, Kim, it is time to head over to our next roving reporter because we have our segment about sensitive niche entrepreneurs.
Melissa Botoff-Airy is a podcast host, founder of The Leftover Pieces, grief and suicide loss educator, support group leader, certified grief companion, creator of Because They Lived Legacy Project, and GME roving reporter.
Thank you, Kim and Kerry. As many of you may recall, I run a business in the suicide loss space, actually more specifically in the child loss by suicide space, because you see my 21-year-old son died by suicide just 7 years ago. So, as the Give Yourself Grace and Space expert here in the community, I've been giving tips on managing the overwhelm that can creep in for many different reasons in entrepreneurship. I've named loneliness, anxiety, and grief as 3 really common human conditions that we often face in entrepreneurship. For me personally, since the loss of Alex, I struggle with chronic anxiety. I have found several tools to be most helpful for me in managing my anxiety from day to day, and I'd like to share just one quick tip with you today. I want to share the 4-7-8 breathing technique. Now know that this could cause lightheadedness, so sitting in the beginning is advisable. In this technique, you will breathe in for 4 seconds, hold the breath for 7, and exhale for 8. This practice of breath regulation helps you by resetting your nervous system. Let's try. I recommend that when you do this at least 4 times in a row. This helps me a lot, and as you can see, it would only take a minute or so. Next tip in a few weeks. Back to you, Kim and Carrie.
Thank you, Melissa. Oh my goodness. Isn't she incredible?
She is so incredible. And Carrie, she's making such a difference. I just have to say, like, since I have known her, she has moved the needle honestly towards helping more and more and more and more people. And we want to be the hype girls for sure and share. These are the Because They Lived legacy project for moms telling their stories about their kids. And you're holding the survival guide, which you can get on her website. You can get it on Amazon if you want the print copy, and she is generous enough that she is giving away the downloadable of it so that no one is left behind in this, very sensitive niche, I'm going to say. But she does a podcast. I know I'm giving lots of things, but she does a podcast called The Leftover Pieces Suicide Loss Conversations that's reached over 100,000 downloads. She has several thousand listeners a week, and she always says she's sad that it's necessary to do it, but so grateful for everyone's support. So we just want to give a big old shout out to who we call our MBA, but Melissa is incredible, and thank you for all you're doing. Thank you for the decisions you've made. We'll tie that in to help so many people. So
Absolutely. Thank you, Melissa. We are so grateful for everything you do and how many people you are supporting and helping with such a tough topic. So thank you. And Kim, it is time to head over to our next roving reporter for our segment about health and wellness for entrepreneurs.
The friggin' fabulous Kat Corado, proud US Air Force veteran, health and wellness professional, founder of Small Space Pilates, podcast host, published author, and GME roving reporter.
Thanks, Kim and Carrie. Hi, everybody. This is the freaking fabulous Kat Corchado coming to you as a roving reporter for Good Morning Entrepreneurs. You know me as your fitness, health, and wellness advocate, helping you to stay freaking fabulous during your fitness journey. So let's talk ergonomics. I know you've heard about this before, but ergonomics is just a fancy way of saying to optimize everything in your office so it fits your height, the length of your arms, your eye level, etc. So here are 2 tips to make sure that your monitor is situated effectively for you. So number 1, you want your monitor about no more than arm's length away from you. That way you don't have to reach and your shoulder comes out of alignment. Number 2, your eye level should be 2 to 3 inches below the monitor, top of the monitor. And so that way you're not looking up, you're not doing this, and we've all done that. But here's a bonus tip for you. How many of you have more than one monitor? Maybe 2, maybe 3. And what's the first thing that we do? When we turn, we just turn our head here, here, or here. Turn your whole body towards the monitor, look at it, come back, and turn. Otherwise, you're going to feel some negative effects of this all the time. Not today, not tomorrow, but eventually. So I hope this helps. There are going to be some more ergonomic tips next week. So until then, back to you, Kim and Carrie.
Thank you, Kat.
I was watching you, Kerry Zarb, in the green room. I just have to giggle. Y'all should have seen Carrie.
I'm like, okay, I'm in trouble. Okay, I'm in trouble. Okay, I'm really in trouble. Guilty.
So I have to say out loud, and I know I sound like a broken record, but I'm gonna sound like this anyway, Kerry Zarb. Kat has taught me so many things personally, and she's teaching so much on GME. I feel like everybody should pay attention whenever Kat speaks. Everybody should stop and just listen because she drops so many golden nuggets of we've got to do better, Carrie. We don't want to be hurting all the time, and we don't want to, especially as entrepreneurs making like, you know, impacting the world, and then you can't do it because you're all like hurting and all of that. So, Kat, thank you for your generous giving on GME of telling us how to do better. She's also very generous about her small space Pilates, her yacht club that you can get a week free with Kat if you want to try it out. And I personally think anyone who doesn't is crazy, Gary.
Well, Kim, I've got to say that, yeah, that stuff's real. So Kat just reminded me of how real that is. So thank you. So you are tuning into Good Morning Entrepreneurs, and we will be back in 1 minute after this quick commercial.
This show is sponsored by
Groundwork Brigade Mastermind. Are you an entrepreneur who is focused on making an impact,
but you haven't figured out how to make an income doing it?
We spent years trying to figure out how to do both.
And we realized the business adventure is not a one-size-fits-all. I'm Kim White. I'm the founder and fierce leader of the My Sexy Business team.
And I'm Kerry Zarb, Aussie bucket of swearing sunshine.
And she's a brilliant entrepreneur, by the way.
We both understand how it feels to believe we are the only ones who can't figure things out.
So we decided to join forces so we could get in the trenches with you.
We lead a very special mastermind group so you can be confident in strategically implementing
the right things in the right order so that you too can get the best possible results.
We cover a variety of topics based on what you need,
including building a business that you own and doesn't own you.
We even address things like social media strategy and simple tech solutions.
If you would like to meet other entrepreneurs who are living proof of what is possible,
come and join us at Groundwork Brigade Mastermind Open House.
Welcome back, and thank you for being here with us on this awesome Friday. We've got a little bit more show left to go on today's common theme of making decisions.
Terry, every entrepreneur we know has to make lots of decisions, so we want to encourage you. Don't shy away from them. You can do it.
Yes, absolutely. So, Kim, do you want to give a little reminder as to why we're here and who we're here for?
So we are here for entrepreneurs across the globe who are like, they're doing the things, Gary, or they're dreaming about doing some sort of business. We want you to be encouraged and see that you don't have to be perfect to come out and do something. You can get started.
And Kim, I want to just go back for a second to something that came up in Entrepreneur Land, the question we received, because next Wednesday coming, November 1st is our open house for Groundwork, as highlighted in the commercial. And it's not only on Wednesday, it's also on Thursday. You're going to have to help me with the times here, Kim, because I know my time. I don't know the right time.
So Wednesdays are at 11 and go till 1 o'clock on. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Now I'm messing it up. That's when Groundwork is. The open house is at 10:30 a.m. Central Time Wednesday. Look at us like messing this up, Carrie. And Thursday, 4:30 a.m. Central Time. That way we are touching in other time zones. We found out we had to make 2 different places so that all the people from across the globe could join us, because we do have quite a few represented, Carrie.
Yeah, there might be a couple from other places, definitely. Maybe in the land down under, especially. And don't ask me for the time conversion, Kim, because trust me, don't like the Wednesday one for this side of the globe is next to impossible. It's like in the middle of our sleep. Yet the Thursday at 4:30 Central Time, well, it's about to change, Kim. I think it's like 7:30, 8:30, then it goes to 9:30. Just hit us up and send us a message and we'll help you out. We'll get you there. And also you can actually reach out to the roving reporters about open house. Is that right, Kim?
Absolutely. We would love it if you would reach out to them because they can tell you firsthand what it is they like and what they get out of it. And I do want to say if you are someone who's watching and you are struggling in any way in your entrepreneurial journey, or you're looking to level up, you don't know how to start, don't know what to do next, any of those things, we want to invite you to come and see if we're your flavor, if we would be someone who could help you. Because I know we're not for everyone, but we are for those who are wanting to do some amazing things in this world, Carrie.
Absolutely, Kim. And coming to open house gives you a little taste of what's possible and spend some time with us and get to know us because that's what we like to do. We love humans and we hang out with humans all the time. So come to open house and see if it's the right fit for you.
They also get a special prize. I don't want to forget to say that. They get a free copy of the Groundwork Brigade Mastermind Dictionary we just put together. So let's put that out there too, Carrie.
Absolutely. So, Kim, we need to head over to our next roving reporter for our segment about entrepreneurs in entertainment.
Adam Rothenberg is a media personality, interview king, clubhouse manager, published author, event coordinator, red carpet correspondent, GME associate producer, and roving reporter.
Thanks, Kim and Kerry. It's Adam, and I am back in the closet for yet another edition of Behind the Curtain. Today's story is all about indie pop singer-songwriter Payson Lewis, who I have been fortunate enough to interview at least half a dozen times. What you won't get from watching my most recent interview with Payson is the fact that I was 15 minutes late to this interview. I am never late for my interviews. What happened was the day before I did an interview with somebody else, and that was scheduled for the half-hour mark. My interview with Payson was scheduled to begin at the top of the hour. And the day of the interview, I had a brain moment. And like Yvonne would say, if you're foggy and you know it, well, I was foggy. And I thought I had all this extra time and I was checking my email and I saw a message that Payson was waiting for me. I ran to my computer to log into the session and I must have just missed him. I was so upset. And normally I would call the press rep to get everything rectified. But in this instance, I called Payson directly because one time he did give me his number from a previous interview. And I just felt for the interest of time, let me contact him directly. And I did. And I apologized for being late and explained what happened. He was very understanding. And thank goodness he still had time to do the interview. So we did the interview. We had an amazing time. And then after the interview ended, I emailed the press rep to let her know what happened. And then I had already reached out to Payson and explained I normally wouldn't do that. But again, for the interest of time, I thought that was the best route to go. And she was very appreciative that I took matters into my own hands to get everything corrected. And she was so excited that we were still able to do the interview. So that is today's behind the curtain story. It's back to you, Kim and Kerry.
Thank you, Adam. Oh my goodness, he is so amazing.
There's lots of entrepreneurs in entertainment. I'll get all the words out there. And we want to see the juicy bits. So I know Adam can't come to stage, but what if we switch it up and bring Adam's not substitute. I started to say something. That's not the right word.
Representative?
Representative. Thank you. Let's bring Adam's representative to see if she has a picture for us. Welcome, Jolo.
Hello. I do have a picture to share that Adam gave me. All right.
Let's see, there he is.
Oh, wow.
One of my favorite parts is we get to see, like, we hear the behind the scenes, but we get to see things that Adam is doing. And y'all, Adam is quite a media personality. Let me just say that. He is something else. So we miss you being up here, Adam, but thank you, Jillo.
Oh, thank you, Jill, for sharing. And guys, we need to head over to the next segment because I think we're up to Princess Speak.
All right, so Princess Speak, we love this part. It's the vocabulary that we have put together with our community in mind to simplify some of the things that can trip us up in our business adventures. And today's phrase is one of the most said, I think, in a lot of our masterminds is choose your own adventure. So Kim, can you please share with us your definition?
Oh my goodness. I love this phrase, choose your own adventure. It's what my life looks like. I'll just say that. And it is something, Jill, that we do tell our mastermind groups. I want them to pick what it is that's going to get them what they want. Instead of following just a formula, it's all about them. So it's really important that we acknowledge and recognize we all have this intuition or this voice inside of us that guides us to do things and steers us in maybe different ways than everybody else. So most of us have been told to do something. We want you to do it your way. We want you to do things your way. So everyone can do business, but not everyone can do business like you can. So you need to tap into that and choose your own adventure so there's no unnecessary pressure. There's no lack of fun, Carrie. There's no lack of what you want, Jill. And you get what you want by choosing your own adventure.
And Carrie, what would be your definition? Because we'd love to hear from you too.
Well, I remember being a kid and reading books. Don't like fall over with shock and horror in that. But I did read books as a kid, and there was choose your own adventure, pick a path. And I remember going through the process where you'd kind of follow the journey and make a decision and then go to the next step. But I had to go back and then make a different decision. I always had like FOMO of finding out what all the paths were. Pity we can't do that in business as such, but that was fun as a kid.
I love it. Oh my goodness. And mine definition, I feel that it's been given to me as permission to not follow what everyone else is doing. So when you see what everyone's doing online or what you hear everyone telling you this is how to do it, we don't have to do it that way. We get to choose where we start, what pieces we add in on our own timing when it's the right time and along our journey. So I think it's just the permission to do it our way.
Love these definitions. I have to say to you all, I'm so proud of y'all because you both have done the very thing of choosing your own adventures.
Thank you, Kim.
So we are like close to the end. I just have to say this really quickly. Come to the vision board party on Monday. I want to throw that out there really quickly. And then I want to add, all the decisions you make will lead you to choosing your own adventure. The great thing about that is you can always change your mind if you're not on the adventure you like. So you, our sweet entrepreneur watching, think about that today and choose your own adventure.
We would like to thank our associate producers, Jill Olish and Adam Rothenberg, for all of their hard work behind the scenes to make Good Morning Entrepreneurs possible.
Join us next Friday at 7 a.m. Central.
This is the team signing off for Good Morning Entrepreneurs.